Coming up on Mount News this morning, the Kentucky Blood Center announces a summer giveaway hoping to boost blood donation, and Kentucky organizations continue to encourage people to get tested for COVID-19.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good Wednesday morning. I'm Dakota Makris, just before 5 o'clock here. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. Let's take it over to Brandon for, well, Brandon, I guess the weather, because that's what you do. So
that's what they tell me.
Well, I walked out to my car this morning because I had to get my makeup out of it that I bought, and I felt some sprinkles. So
just a little bit, not too bad this morning. A couple of scattered showers over our region, but that's going to be the theme of the day, scattered showers, and maybe widely scattered showers. So let's take a look at live pinpoint Doppler radar. Now, there are some storms to our south, so we're going to see a frontal boundary cause us some trouble over the next 48 hours. We'll talk more about what that trouble could be here in a little bit, but this morning, scattered showers from southwest Virginia all the way into central Kentucky, but no storms, not yet anyway. Visibility taking a bit of a hit down in parts of East Tennessee there, Jacksboro down to less than a mile. But again, patchy dense fog across the region. Be careful, not as bad as it was yesterday, but still some patchy dense fog. Temperatures a little milder than they were this time yesterday. 61 in Wise and Hazard. Looks to be some of our cooler spots. 55 in Clintwood is our cool spot. And then you see 66, I believe, I'm double checking that, in Somerset and Monticello and Harlan are warm spots this morning. Breakfast forecast, just be careful out there. You could see a sprinkle or two early this morning, and then again off and on throughout the morning and throughout the day. Mainly dreary conditions once again under mainly cloudy skies. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. Well, some tragic news out of Texas. At least 21 people are dead after a school shooting at an elementary school just 2 days before the beginning of summer break. Well, the shooting happened at Robb Elementary School in the town of Uvalde. At least 19 children and 2 adults were killed. Police say the gunman, identified as 18-year-old Salvador Ramos, drove up to the school with a handgun, an AR-15 assault weapon, and high-capacity magazines. He was later killed by police.
And as soon as he made entry into the school, he started shooting children, teachers, whoever was in his way. He was shooting everybody.
Well, the governor of Texas says Ramos also shot his grandmother before going to the school. His motive remains unclear. Well, we are learning more about a Louisville pediatrician charged in a murder-for-hire plot. Federal prosecutors say Dr. Stephanie Russell wanted her husband dead because she wanted custody of her kids. In court documents, investigators allege Russell talked to co-workers for help and used code words when talking about getting her husband killed. Well, the FBI says Russell agreed to pay a person who ended up being an undercover agent $7,000 to kill her husband. During a court appearance yesterday, a judge said Russell should remain in federal custody.
She's disappointed that she's not going to be able to return to her medical practice and her patients. We're still in a COVID epidemic. We've got a baby formula shortage, and she's a well-respected, beloved pediatrician in our community.
Well, the case will now go before a grand jury. State police in Pikeville are investigating a deadly shooting between brothers at a home near Elkhorn Creek. Well, police say when they arrived at the home, they discovered that 2 men were shot. Troopers say an argument between Cody Cantrell and his father led to a fight between Cody and his brother Adam. They say Adam was killed during the fight. Cody ran from the scene but was soon found by troopers. Well, he was also shot, but his injury was not life-threatening. He was arrested and charged with murder. Kentucky State Police is working with local law enforcement in the Big Sandy to search for a missing man. 54-year-old Pikeville local Gordon McKinney, known to his family as Terry, has been missing since May 9th. He was last seen spotted near the Herald community of Floyd County. If you have any information about McKinney's whereabouts, you are asked to contact KSP. Well, one community in Floyd County is mourning the loss of a volunteer firefighter. 59-year-old Philip Cottle died on Monday due to a heart attack while he was on duty. Cottle was a husband, father, grandfather, and a friend to many, and people say he would help anyone he could. Fellow firefighters from Wayland Volunteer Fire Department and Garrett Volunteer Fire Department remember him as someone they could depend on and a close friend.
Anytime you lose one like this right here, it breaks, it takes some away from the family. But I'll give him credit. He was good at what he done.
Garrett Volunteer Fire Department Assistant Chief Grady Allen also said Cottle was a valuable member of the department and everyone in the community will miss him dearly. 7 Kentucky law enforcement officers who died in the line of duty last year will be remembered during a ceremony this week. Governor Andy Beshear and officials with the Department of Criminal Justice Training will be there. The ceremony will be held Thursday at 10 a.m. at the Kentucky Law Enforcement Memorial Monument Site at EKU in Richmond. Attorney General Daniel Cameron announced 12 randomly selected Kentucky counties to undergo 2022 post-primary election audits. Well, the audits will be conducted by the Attorney General's Department of Criminal Investigations to determine if any irregularities took place during the elections. Well, the counties include Nicholas, Monroe, Graves, Metcalfe, Jackson, Hopkins, Pendleton, Boyd, Madison, Powell, Rockcastle, and Grayson. Well, it may be several weeks before summer, but Kentucky State Police Post 9 in Pikeville is already planning for Christmas. The post hosted its second outdoor car show this past Saturday, bringing 93 cars to the Pikeville area for a day of automobiles and awards. The event, hosted to raise money for Shop with the Trooper, raised more than $4,000. Well, the Kentucky Blood Center announced its summer getaway giveaway in hopes to boost blood donation. Donors who give blood this summer will be entered to win a 2022 Toyota RAV4 and an all-inclusive Jamaican vacation. The RAV4 giveaway is available to anyone who registers to donate between now and September 10th. To be entered to win a trip to Montego Bay, you have to register before the 4th of July. The Kentucky Blood Center says it is dealing with low blood supplies. National Drug Take Back Day was a success here in Kentucky. The Herald Leader reports more than 10,000 pounds of unneeded prescription drugs were properly disposed of last month. The DEA reports that nationwide communities collectively discarded more than 720,000 pounds of unneeded medications at more than 5,100 collection sites. Some community organizations want to remind the public that they are still offering COVID-19 testing and are still encouraging people to get vaccinated. Wild Health, which started its testing site at Kroger Field back in 2022, is moving its site to Wild Health Field in Lexington starting June 1st. Wild Health leaders say their partnership with UK Healthcare has ended, but they still want to provide COVID testing services to the community.
We do have a lot that have symptoms, but we also have a lot that have been exposed just because, again, the positivity rate has gone up.
Last week, the state reported more than 8,000 new COVID cases. That is about 1,600 more than the week prior. The good news is that the number of deaths, hospitalizations, and people on ventilators or in the ICU are down. Well, thank you so much for getting your Wednesday morning started with us here on Mountain News This Morning. When we come back, climate experts expect yet another active hurricane season this year. We'll have more on that in just a few minutes.
Showers and storms move to the region the next couple of days, and some of those could be on the stronger side. I'll have the latest forecast in about 3 minutes.